We're all familiar with the expression lies, damn lies and statistics. Well, there's one set of statistics that I look for religiously on the first Friday of every month. The Bureau of Labour Statistics. They give a great insight into what's really going on in the economy. Experts will tell you that the recruitment industry is a leading indicator of what's going on. We're always the first industry to show a downturn. We're always the first to recover. Here are a couple of things that I've seen happening over the last few weeks, particularly from the last set of BLS numbers. Key message, make sure your kids go to college. The unemployment rate for college graduates in June this year was below 5%. When you compare that with the unemployment rate of individuals that haven't been to college of over 16%, there's a massive difference. It shows the value that employers put on skilled, educated workers. Next time you see one of your children not doing their homework, you might want to point that stat out to them. Jobs are returning. It's slow, it's patchy, there's some geographic variation, but as a headline they are coming back. Temporary help in Q2 2010 showed a 16+% increase over the prior year. If you exclude the government census jobs, the rise in temporary work increased by over 16% in June this year over the prior June. That's good news. People are getting back to work. Companies are still a little nervous to take the step on permanent hiring, but that temporary space is growing and growing quickly. Now, having just told you that jobs are returning, I'm also going to predict that the unemployment rate will rise in July and August for a couple of reasons. There will be many government census workers laid off as that project comes to an end. You'll also see college graduates going into that marketplace not yet having their first job. I think those two factors will exceed the slow rise in private sector job creation. I said at the start of this blog that our industry is a barometer for the economy. Well, I'm pleased to be able to tell you that the second quarter of 2010 was the best quarter we've had in 2 years. We are placing more people in top-notch jobs. That's great news. We're also still experiencing skill shortages in life science, technology, supply chain logistics and procurement. People with those skills are in increasing demand and will be over the coming months. I believe we're starting to see companies retool their executive and management ranks. Where they laid off 3 people 2 years ago, maybe now they're rehiring 1, possibly a second. I think we'll see that trend continuing. If you look at employment productivity numbers, you'll see the productivity numbers are much higher than a couple of years ago. Fewer people are doing the same amount of work, or in some cases more work. At some point, companies will need to fill those gaps and keep their companies productive and growing. On the flip side, unfortunately, manual, unskilled workers are finding it increasingly difficult to find work. Companies are using temporary workers for some of that, but many of those unskilled positions have gone forever. They've been outsourced. And coming back to where I started, the benefit of a college degree, an education and skills will never be more important than it is in this current economy.